figuring out.
Vamping. Yes. All right. We're streaming live here.
Record.
Okay. Boom. Welcome everybody. News AF live. You're in for a treat here today on September 22nd, 2020. Tyson was just telling us about some of his new ideas that he's working on.
Dude. Yep. And by working on means I thought about it.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
The easiest part of any job.
The easiest part of any money-making scheme.
It's just thinking about it.
He's thinking about
it. That's the hard part. Once you have the idea, then the rest is easy.
Oh, it just comes?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. That's what I've heard.
You ready? Ready to get into some news AF?
Oh, you know I'm ready.
Got my sword.
Okay. Here we go. Let me just open up this, and here we go. Hey everybody, what's going on? I'm Rob Sestrino, back again to talk with you about the week's most interesting news stories for the week of September 22nd, 2020, here on News AF.
If the story is buzzing like it's on crystal meth, it's about to be News AF. If the same old news makes you bored to death, it's time for some News AF. Actual, factual news.
Yes, that's right. News AF is back here again, and we are coming to you live here on a Tuesday morning, probably the afternoon for those of you on the East Coast, to talk about a bunch of great news stories that we have famous people watching as well. Shout out to Kemi in the chat, who's must be an avid Tyson fan. And here he is, Kemi's favorite, the star of Nature with Tyson, Tyson Apostle.
Whoop, whoop. What's up, Kemi? It is me, but it's hard to tell us three apart because we're all wearing a Nature with Tyson shirt.
Whoa. Yeah, check this out.
Pretty cool, guys.
Yeah. All right. So here we go.
Cool boy.
Tyson with a Nature with Tyson shirt and hat.
Yep.
And also a man who is here with us, who is going to give us a Big Brother update later on in this episode.
Waiting for it.
Danny Bryson.
So excited to finally have something to offer in the Big Brother department.
Okay. Will that be part of the bolt hole today, Danny? Will it be a Big Brother update bolt hole?
Just a Big Brother update at some random point during.
Good.
By the way, I sure hope this was on Big Brother. Not sure that it was.
You're not sure. You have something that you're going to add, but you might have been watching a different show.
Yeah, I bet it's from Love Island.
No, I watched Love Island, so I know if it was on Love Island.
You do watch Love Island.
I think I watched most of it. Yeah.
Would you be a guest on a Love Island podcast?
I don't know if I paid that much attention. My wife was watching it. I just sat down next to her.
Okay.
She complains we don't spend enough time together.
So you say, well, honey, how about we just watch Love Island?
Yeah.
No, she suggested it, having heard good things about it. And I sat down. And I just
who heard these good things about it? You or her?
My wife.
Oh, that show is terrible.
Well, this is the thing with most.
And also,
reality.
Danny, you famously don't have a TV, so your wife Liz said, "Danny, come sit around the computer with me."
Exactly. And as it's so embarrassing. I mean,
what is
just the show, the premise, the things that people say and do?
It's crazy, isn't that crazy?
Mm-hmm.
It's wild.
I think if the narrator went a little harder with the jokes and insults.
You were narrating it, Tyson.
No, they went pretty hard with the jokes.
Okay. Fine.
So,
but if they went harder, then I would watch it.
But the thing is, the writers don't write. I mean, the jokes aren't great. They need someone from like The Simpsons writing the jokes for Love Island.
The Simpsons circa early 90s.
Yeah, in the 90s, like the Conan O'Brien crew.
A retired Simpsons writer. Yeah.
Then it'd be awesome. I mean, there's lots of material, lots of softball in there, people just making it so easy to make fun of them. I couldn't write the jokes, but there's someone out there who really could. Like maybe, like I said, Conan O'Brien crew, maybe anyone who's in that small.
You don't think I could do it?
I don't know. You could try. I mean, the thing is,
I've come up with some zingers in my lifetime, and those have been mostly on the spot.
What is that theater 3000?
Mystery Science Theater.
Yeah, so you could do the equivalent of that. with Love Island, Tyson, and test out your jokes.
I don't know if I'll actually have enough time because I'm currently working on a audiobook series.
Dude, you're doing
Yeah. Audiobook series. Tell us
Yeah.
more.
Tell us more.
So, me and a fan of this podcast and other podcasts,
Austin Rob?
No, secret.
Mm-hmm.
We're chit-chatting about he wrote me a while ago and told me that his dog loves the sound of my voice. Like anytime that he has the podcast going, his 16-year-old dog perks up every time it's me speaking. And so I was like, we should do an audiobook for dogs on a Patreon account where I release a chapter a month of half an hour of me talking about just saying the most pleasing sounds to dogs. So not even
so ASMR for dogs.
Yeah. So it wouldn't it's like dog whistles, how humans supposedly can't really hear the tone of them or whatever. It's the same thing where I'm hitting these sounds that don't necessarily make sense to humans, but dogs love the sounds. Sounds like schloop and mlemla.
Have you?
But then they also love sounds like good boy and that a girl. And so it's going to be a mixture of all of that and half an hour. But it's going to always start. The project is called Audiobook for Canines, parentheses, dogs.
So you know that one dog in the entire world likes the sound of your voice.
Have
you heard from other dog owners who are like, dude, the minute Tyson gets on,
listen,
all the dogs in the neighborhood
I go into
my open
room,
window.
Anytime I go into a room,
the dog comes over and sniffs your wiener
first, and then it won't leave me.
Okay.
Every time. And cats, it's the same. It's like, what's that on the back? Oh, that cat's rubbing along my back of my neck. What's going on? And it's like, I am getting assaulted by dogs and cats.
Right.
Nonstop. Like they cross all of my personal boundaries every time I'm in contact with one. And I mean, it's not consensual, but
it never is.
Yeah. So
I saw a Rob Schneider movie like this once where the animals, they wouldn't leave him alone.
That's me.
You feel like that's where you're headed?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's where I already am, and I may as well capitalize on it.
Well, you are Father Nature.
I am Father Nature already.
So why don't you sell your musk and have pet owners put your musk on like pillows and other places to keep their pets occupied?
Phase 2. That's phase 2.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, I can give you guys just a little snippet of how it will go. And this is just freestyling because I have to research all the words that dogs love the most. And so audiobook for dogs. Oh, that was wrong. Audiobook for canines, parentheses, dogs. Chapter 1. Mlemla, barf arf, run run, good boy. That a girl. Treat. Fun. Run, jog, mlemla, 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 shloop, shloop, ice cream. You just have to figure out all the words.
Like a creepy AI.
Tyson, can we give people an opportunity to put the podcast on speaker and then get their dog nearby, and then people could either film or at least tell us their dog reaction? So give people a second to call their pet.
Leah already said that. The dog just ran into the room. He loves this.
We need a bigger sample size.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's see.
Can you give us
a bigger
sample
size?
Yeah.
Okay. Cats are offended, but I mean the second book is Audiobook for Felines, parentheses, cats. So shloop shloop. Maximus mom loves shloop shloop. I think that's a good one. Yeah. Mm-hmm. See, people are loving this. I think it's I just have to have a script and I can read it. I can read it in my normal voice instead of doing the creepy AI.
Yeah. And Tyson, even look at this. This is from 562, a Deb Cat. Confession, I've always disliked Tyson since Survivor, but I will say after watching News AF for a while now, I no longer dislike him. I'm not saying I like him now, but I could see it happening.
Well, it sounds like the hate is slowly melting away from this
dissipating.
Person's heart.
It's being diluted by your cat and dog
heart, or close to dead. Yeah, black heart at least. Well, hopefully this audiobook for canines, parentheses dogs, because canines are dogs, will be the last crack in the ice around this person's heart.
Yes. All right. Do you have any more for today?
Any more? No, that's, I mean, you got to join the Patreon.
Well, I told people to put their phone on speaker, so they got their dogs standing by.
Okay. So if all the dogs are standing by and it's on speaker, here we go. Good boy, running. Bow wow, bow wow, schloop, mleh, 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 mleh. Good boy, that a girl, that a girl, that a girl, good boy, mleh, schloop. It's just a bunch of saying smoochies, smoochies, smoochy, smoochies, scratch, 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 smooch, scratch, smooch.
But why mleh, mleh? Where does that come from?
That's just a.
This is like
they don't speak English
anyway. They don't keep. Dogs don't speak English.
Yeah, I understand that, but why that sound combination? Mleh, mleh.
They just love it, and that's we've done some research and come up with it, and then that's what they love. So,
Tyson, may I ask,
scratchy boy, scratchy girl? What's
the desired outcome? Is this to soothe the dog? Is this like an audio treat?
Sounds like he's trying to communicate.
It's like, let's say that, this is in a different dimension completely. And you're Rob Sesternino, but no family, only a dog as your companion.
Okay.
You have to go to a grocery store.
Okay.
And you aren't going to bring your dog. So you flip on audiobook for canines, parentheses dogs.
Nice.
And then you take off and you come back and the dog is just sitting there by the speaker, relaxing, enjoying the sound of mleh, mleh, good boy, scratchy, scratch, scratchy, scratch, scratch, chin, smoochies, smoochies. That a good boy. That a good boy. And you're loving it. He's loving it. Everybody's loving it. You know, you can feel confident in leaving your dog with the speaker going. They did TV for dogs a while ago, but it was just like dogs running. And I think it just like amped them up and stuff. And this is different. This is going to hopefully calm them down, chill them out, give them some companionship when you're unable to be there for them. And I mean, you could even do like some baby talk in there too. Like, that's a big poop. Good boy. That's a big poop. Like stuff like that. There's a lot of stuff. Well, I mean,
can I get your voice saying that every time I go poo? That sounds great.
Tyson, is there a product like this for people who have horses that people say are not allowed to be taken where they would like to bring their horses?
Oh, yeah. So you think that an audiobook for equestrian, parentheses horses?
Horse owners, yeah.
For horse owners or for the horses themselves?
Yeah, I think I think that there are some horse owners that like to bring their horses places that people frown upon.
Yeah, so they can leave the horse at home and then they can have the audiobook for equestrians, parentheses horses. Yeah, this will go like that. Yeah, boy. Yeah.
No. Next thing you know, all your goods are trampled. You come back. There's been like a one horse stampede through your house.
Fine. Okay, so then horses are different because they're different from. They don't interact with humans maybe as much. So you got to do more sounds like this.
What about
horse? Pat, 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 pat.
Tyson, will this work for if you have a Boston Dynamics robot dog?
Yeah. I mean, there's another.
No, it will not.
Audiobooks for robotic canines, parentheses dogs. Bleep bloop bleep bloop bloop bleep bloop 110001 1100 111 0100 bleep bloop bloop bleep bloop bloop. And then if they already understand, because they've been programmed to, you can talk to them in like
that's a soothing audiobook.
Yeah, like was that Arnold Schwarzenegger?
The Boston Dynamics robot.
Oh, that's the Boston Dynamics Boston accent dog. Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. So
Okay. Let's get into some of the news stories that we have for you this week. And we have long chronicled the airline industry, and the airline industry in 2020 has been through a lot.
Rough.
But one airline is coming back in a big way, and it's the Australian airline Qantas, which has promoted a brand new flight. It's a one-way flight to nowhere. It will take off and land in the same airport. It's a 7-hour flight. Sold out in 10 minutes.
Other places. I think Singapore is doing it. And
Why, Danny? What's the appeal?
I thought the same thing. Who the heck likes sitting in a plane so much that they just can't shake that feeling of wanting to be in that confined environment with a bunch of strangers and strange smells? I don't know. I don't know what kind of person, bought a ticket to this.
Isn't an idea that is about 70 years behind its time.
Mm-hmm.
Like in the 50s when flying was fancy and you had to
you go to the World Fair and they do this.
Yeah. So this is where when you're like, oh, I'm going to get on and have a whole room to myself on the airplane and smoke 7 cigarettes and just relax and
7
hum of the motor. Just,
Is that too high or too low, Danny?
Too low. On a flight, dude. What, 1 per hour? Dude, what am I, constrained?
Yeah.
That would be a good one to sell, a flight where you could just smoke. Like
smoking flight.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Mm-hmm.
Would be for the people who smoke.
Yeah, but the people who smoke, a lot of them don't like being around other smokers.
Oh, I don't know any smokers. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I just made that up, but I'm
supposed to wear a
assuming
mask on the planes. I'm not sure necessarily how you work that out with smoking. Also,
dude, what if smoke kills everything, and then there's like a huge resurgence of smoking cigarettes?
Well, they said for a while that smoking did help in some way.
Who said that?
Yeah,
who said that?
Fauci.
Dude,
or
it could have come from any number of sources because everything has hurt or helped at some point, according to some research. But go look it up. In the early days,
who said that? David Klein?
No,
in his pitch meeting to Big Tobacco.
In the early days of COVID, there were articles stating that cigarette smokers were somehow protected. You know what?
Yeah.
It was 2020.
So are we going down this conspiracy rabbit hole then? With Big
Let's
Tobacco?
Let's not.
I'm just saying that the articles exist. I'm trying to support your art. You came up with this idea, Tyson.
I did
I'm
come up
merely
with
supporting it.
But to be fair, I have no scientific degrees or background.
Well,
other
the
than
people who
I
came with this
watch-
research probably don't either.
I watched a shit ton of TV.
Yeah, well, that's enough.
All right. Qantas Airlines 7-hour flight. It's going to go over some scenic spots, including the Great Barrier Reef. 134 seats available. Flight sold out in just under 10 minutes.
How appropriate. A flight that goes nowhere, spewing carbon the whole time for a bunch of people who can't get enough of crowded airplanes, flies over the reef that the flight is probably helping to destroy. It's just like, dude, what is the point? There's nothing good that can come from this.
The reef is gorgeous from the air.
Yeah, so rent a helicopter or something, but we don't need giant jets filled with people not going anywhere, serving any purpose. It's not getting anyone to any event in the future that'll be helpful. It's just people flying around in a circle. This is so dumb on every level. I can't think of any positive to come from this. Unless you're trying.
It's like the travel part is what you're willing to endure to go someplace cool.
Yeah. It's a means to an end.
But what if you live somewhere cool and you want to just feel what traveling feels like?
Who
I don't
did
know.
This? I want the names. I want lists of the people who paid for this. I need to know their backgrounds.
They're all serial killers.
Who are these people? I really do want to know. I want to see what kind of a person pays probably hundreds of dollars.
$575 was
there
the
it is.
Lowest price. $27.65 was the I guess first class passengers.
Yeah. You'd want to be first class for this. Could you use miles?
I'm not sure. But what I don't understand is, from what I understand, airline travel has not been grounded. This is not like that, hey, coronavirus, hey, 2020, ground all the airplanes. This is the first airplane that's taking off in 7 months. You could go on a plane.
To an actual place.
Go somewhere and fly back.
I don't understand this. I need to know. I need background information. I need lists of names. I need to know who these people are, what's going on in their life that makes them think a 7-hour
I know
flight.
what's going on, dude.
What?
Their kids are probably remote learning.
Yeah.
So they're like, you kids stay here, do your homework.
I have a
Dad
trip.
and
I
I
have a
going
work
for
trip.
flight.
Yeah, I have a work trip.
Now, okay, this is in Australia, and I do I believe that you are not flying internationally. So maybe there are Australians who miss very long plane flights to go to other countries.
Crazy.
Yeah, but like Danny, imagine this. Let's say you're a CEO of a medium company, but you want to feel more important than you are.
Okay.
And so you're always talking about how busy you are and how many trips you have to go on and how you never have time for anything other than being a CEO. And you're trying to talk it up. And then COVID hits and you're suddenly completely unimportant. And so this is your chance to be like, I got a long flight tomorrow. It's 7 hours and it's blowing people's mind because they're like, where's this guy going? That's a 7-hour flight in Australia because you can't fly internationally now.
No, you could not convince me. There's no way you could sell me on this flight. It is so stupid and pointless and dumb and horrible. And you're going to have to wear a mask the whole time. And you're in a stinky airplane. Is there something going on? Is it a giant orgy in international airspace?
No.
I mean, what is it that's attracting people to a
Influencers.
7-hour flight?
It's influencers, dude. All the people. I think you got a discount if you had tickets to the Fire Fest.
According to a spokesperson for Qantas Airlines, they said the pandemic has had a devastating impact on the tourism and the airline industry. So I wanted to help boost the economy, and I miss flying. Actually, that was a passenger, not a spokesperson.
Not Qantas Air.
That was not. Yeah. Yes, that's a person who bought a ticket.
Okay, flying is awesome, right? Flying is awesome.
The
But
idea of
flying in a
flying. You're saying the
commercial-
idea of flying.
No,
is
flying
awesome.
commercial is not awesome. Flying in small planes and helicopters is a blast. $500.
Nope. I've been in small helicopters, some of the best small helicopters in the world. I hate it.
I love helicopters and I love small aircraft. And it's like $500 to get you an intimate flight along some coastline at a low altitude so you can see things and take pictures. It's like $500 to go sit on a giant jet for 7 hours with a bunch of strangers doing nothing. You could have watched all those movies at home.
Audiobook.
Tyson's
for people who love flying. Private
Tyson's
helicopters.
dog audiobook. I guess you could listen to that.
Helicopters suck balls, dude.
Helicopters are awesome.
Okay, then
right.
sounds like this is finally the rift in our relationship.
This is it. Stay in Arizona.
Maybe you don't want to spend your money on a 7-hour flight to nowhere. Maybe here's someplace else you could put that cash that you have lying around. Of course, people want to look fashionable. They want to have the newest style. How about this new look from Gucci, which is now making a $1,200 pair of jeans with a pre-stained with grass stains?
I'm in. I want the overalls though. $1,400. I'd much rather have that than the flight to nowhere.
Dude.
Okay, check this out.
Get your jeans. You guys, get your jeans, whatever jeans you want, send them to me. They are overalls.
Yeah.
No, they have overalls and jeans.
And jeans. The overalls are pictured. Yeah.
The overalls
Guys,
are better.
Send your jeans to me, and I'll mow the lawn in them a couple times and crawl around in the grass, and then I'll send them back, and that's only going to be $100.
You know what this article reminded me of?
What's that?
We used to tell, or at least
jeans?
report on, lots of jean stories.
Lots of fashion stories.
Yeah, lots of, and then they kind of disappeared. Like people got a grip, and they're like, you know what? People don't want plastic inserts on their pants.
Yeah.
You know, like the see-through jeans, and there was a whole bunch of stuff that came out. This is the first jean story we've covered.
Yeah, but this is pretty tame. I mean,
It is?
Gucci, I think so. Gucci is selling denim. That's going to be expensive. And they're putting some weird spin on it. And that's whatever.
You know what they should do? They should sell with the overalls, because as far as I'm concerned, that's the only option here. You're not buying the jeans. You're buying the grass stained overalls. They should give you a little video SD card that shows how they became stained, like the little backstory behind the stains. I know there's probably someone at a factory rubbing turf on it, but it'd be nice if there was some background.
If I wash these jeans, does the stain come out?
Only if you use certain detergent? the ones that have commercials specifically for grass stains.
I feel like the overall is a good look right now, because that most people are on a Zoom call. You never see anybody's pants anymore.
No,
so at least overall is, hey, I'm on Zoom, but now you can see my pants.
And you're preparing for the apocalypse. Overall, great in the apocalypse.
I don't dislike that. I've never worn overalls other than one time as a joke, and Danny witnessed it.
Yeah,
at his ranch in California. I did look great, but every time I put overalls, because I grew up in the 90s when kids were wearing overalls to school.
Yeah.
I think Gerbeau made overalls even.
Oh my gosh, I had some Gerbeaus. So
that's because you're fancy pants, dude. I wasn't that fancy as a kid. My parents didn't buy me stuff like that. They didn't love me. Listen to this is what my dad would create a job for me at his construction company for me to earn money to buy my own school clothes. And I would go to work and save and save and save and save to buy one pair of Air Jordans for junior high. And
dude,
then just wear my old school clothes.
To buy a pair of Air Jordans, that's like 6 months of saving.
Dude, at least.
Yeah. You have to decide between a car or Air Jordans.
Or Air Jordan. That's only if you want like the limited. You can get some. I have some Jordans now that were not that expensive. But overalls, they never fit me. I never felt right in them. For some reason, for as confident as I am, if I put overalls on, it just
dude, it's going to cover up my Nathan with Tyson shirt.
Yeah.
Like, why even own this shirt if I'm rocking overalls all the time?
Looks like Danny, you were a Gerbeau guy. It looks like we got some Z Cavarici fans in the chat as well. So yeah, those were the two denim brands you could go between in junior high. Z Cavarici's. Anyways,
one pair of Gerbeaus.
Says you don't wash jeans. Is that right?
That's right.
I've heard that. Yeah.
I mean, I don't wash them often, but what are you supposed to do? Just like take them outside and beat them with a rock?
You can put them in a freezer.
Beat them with a rock?
Nope, you don't do that. You put them in the freezer to supposedly kill the germs on them, but you are not true denim. You are not supposed to wash. You're just supposed to wear it in and keep wearing it in.
True denim. What does that mean? Is that like part of like a cult? Like, how do I know I have true denim?
Okay. I mean, if you're spending premiums on denim, you're not washing it, because washing it wears it and in ways that.
But how do I know it's true denim? Now you got me all stressed out. I've got all these pants.
I'm going to make a note of this.
If you're paying $50 for your jeans, who cares if they are washed and destroyed?
So it's a price thing. Around $200. Is it true denim?
If you're paying, no. I mean, if you're buying jeans that you love, that are like, these are my go-to jeans.
I only wear fake denim, Danny.
Well, how do you know it's fake denim?
Raw denim. Okay, guys.
I'm
raw
denim.
Raw denim.
Denim activist.
Yeah. This denim world is. I didn't know it was so confusing.
You didn't know that you're not supposed to wash your nice denim?
I knew that, but I just don't know what is considered nice denim. So, how do I know I have nice denim? You're telling me if I like it, if that makes it nice. I want to see some certification.
Listen, all designer denim companies will instruct you not to wash their product.
I'm tempted to take off my pants right now and see what the instructions say.
Because a washing machine and dryer.
Yeah, I understand that part.
That's more wear on the denim.
I'm not.
So the longevity of your pants.
I understand that part.
And the shape of your pants and the fit of your pants will change every time you wash them.
I just want to know what makes them real or new or nice or whatever.
Denim,
you know what I'm saying?
But and this is what I'm saying. That if you love the fit of your denim and it's hard to find those pants and they're expensive, then maybe don't wash them. But if you have pants that you don't care about that are denim that you've washed for years and it doesn't matter because you can buy 30 more pair of them at Kohl's, then feel free to wash those if that's what you want to do. But if you're spending $200 for a pair of jeans, you might want to take better care of them than putting them in your robotic machine
Put them in
to
the
slish
freezer.
slosh around.
There's
If you
gonna be
feel like they're
why?
messy and yucky, you can spot clean them and put them in the freezer to clean your butt germs off of them.
Yeah.
Yikes. All right.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask my wife about this. Honey,
You
I'm
don't
gonna
believe
put my
me?
jeans in the freezer.
He just wants another source of information. We can't just use Tyson as our only source.
Are you kidding me? I sit around watching TV and reading the internet all day
Mhm.
long. You think I don't know about denim?
everything?
Yeah.
I know you know about denim. I've been shopping with you.
Okay.
See?
Oh, I
So-
saw this. Let's go on to the next story.
Okay. Let's go from
Wait.
No,
If you're
yes,
getting those
no.
Gucci overalls, please don't wash them. Don't put them in
Okay.
the washing machine.
All right.
All right. Let's go from denim hygiene to some dental hygiene where Tyson, do you remember when we talked about the dentist who worked on somebody while working on a hoverboard? If you remember a
He got
hoverboard,
busted so hard, dude.
Yeah. we used to talk a lot about hoverboards and how they were exploding. It was like one Christmas, maybe it was like 2015 or 2016. It was the hot Christmas gift, but they were all like made in China and overheating and exploding, and it was a whole big thing. But one dentist decided that they were going to do some dental work on somebody wearing a hoverboard or on a hoverboard, and then they
Extracted
were
a
going
tooth.
to, they
Yes.
were going to then film it.
Yes.
It was before TikTok was a thing, but this would have been a big hit on TikTok.
It would have been. And he shared it with the other fellow dentists, and then it got out publicly. And then it became an issue. He got investigated,
Yes,
What
and
they
so he's
found-
finally been sentenced.
but not
Hard
for the
time.
hoverboard thing.
No, that
He's-
was never the thing. We all saw the hoverboard thing and knew that
Yeah.
the guy was hiding something.
Yes.
Mhm.
And so was it 4 years? Is he 4 years in a
12.
12 years in federal prison for fraud, insurance fraud.
Mm.
Not surprised.
So what he was doing was he was charging insurance for anesthesia that wasn't happening. Is that right?
Yeah, sure.
Mm-hmm.
Says all it says here is Medicaid fraud.
Yeah.
Removing patients' teeth without their permission.
Shouldn't do that.
That's pretty bad.
Yeah. You should not do that. So here's the thing. If you're going to do something illegal,
The
don't
bad
draw
boy of
attention.
dentistry.
Don't draw attention to yourself by then doing something outrageous and sharing a video.
Well,
of
that's
it.
what always happens. They get cocky, right?
That's the beauty of it.
Flashy,
It's like
They
Right.
buy the Cadillac, the
Yeah.
furs, the
certain
hoverboards.
personalities. Yeah. It's it's so great. It's like built into human nature to catch the people who are wanting to do these things anyways.
Maybe they want. I think subconsciously he wanted
They
to get
wanna get
caught. He's
caught.
like, dude, film me hoverboarding. But dude, if we put this on the internet, you'll be caught. You're like, I don't even care. I got
don't
away
care
with it this
anymore.
far.
I have a
Mhm.
family and a wife and kids, and I've
I've-
still got dental school to pay for. But that's not a big deal because I'm going to be in the slammer for 12 years.
12 years. Wow. At his age, he's
Yeah.
he's basically gonna get out of there. He's dead to the world. He won't know how to use any of the technology.
Well, he'll be
Uh,
a felon. He won't be able to get a job.
Yeah.
He's never going to be allowed to
Dude,
be a
hold
He'll
on,
be
dentist.
able
hold
to
on.
pull teeth.
You don't think
There's
he'll
always-
have some useful skills in jail, Danny?
Yeah. Well, no, I'm saying when he gets out, his dentistry will keep him employed, whether it's on the books or off the books, doesn't matter. People need dental work. He's gonna always have a job. Just
Yeah.
might be like in a
He'll have a job, but I don't think he'll be able to be a dentist ever again.
he'll be in a dentist in like the back rooms of a Chinese restaurant.
Yeah. What about a pet dentist?
Yeah.
Could he be a dog
maybe.
dentist?
He
Are there
could be-
special dog dentists, or is it just the vet will perform?
I think there's
dental
probably
work on
dog
your
dentists, but I think a vet will also perform. It's like when you go to like a dentist and he's like, I'll do your braces, I'll do your root canals, I'll do everything. And you're
Yeah,
like,
you don't want the
"Isn't that
all-in-one guy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you don't
never.
want the all-in-one
No.
guy.
Like, dude, I don't want the buffet of
One-stop shop.
dentistry.
Yeah, you are
Mm.
like, is this what kind of dentist are you? That's what you have to then decide if that's the person you need to see. And vets are like that. They're like a one-stop shop, but I think there are specialists in each field as well. And
Okay.
I am just making that up, but it feels right.
Nice. Oh, if it feels right, it must be true. I
Well,
think
that's what
actually
I've learned to
cool.
go by because, so if you guys have a
As
story
good as
that you're not,
anything.
yeah, it's as good as anything you're ever going to find anywhere.
Yeah. All right. Let's talk about another story. A couple of weeks ago we talked about Danny's famous breakfast. It was 4 eggs with 2 egg whites and ham. Was Danny's breakfast, and then is there some yogurt and fruit also involved there?
No,
Sometimes.
he had some yolks in there too.
Oh yeah,
2
two
yolks.
yolks, 2 whites.
Yep.
Yeah.
4 eggs out of 4 eggs.
Okay. All right. Well, Danny, a study has revealed that maybe you do have the right idea because eating a bulk of your calories at breakfast is more beneficial than those who eat their calories later in the day.
Can you do
Not
both though?
surprised. I mean, eat big breakfast and then later in the day, big dinner.
Yeah, and a big lunch.
You can.
Yeah.
Because that's what I
Yeah,
used to
good for
do.
you.
I used to be big breakfast, big lunch, big dinner. But then I realized I'm not even hungry in the mornings. So I only eat breakfast when I go out to eat. And I feel like I'm okay. And would I be better? Would my quads be more like Danny's if I
How's your energy throughout the day?
I mean, that of a 41-year-old man who's getting half the sleep he used to get because his kids come and punch him in the face at 5:30 in the morning.
Yeah, no, I've got some of that too.
Perfect
but,
wake up call.
Yeah, but I sleep in the same room as my kids.
Oh, that's right. You're living
Even
like
still?
Tyson, we're not
The
even
nightmare
close.
continues.
That
Rob,
this is over 2 weeks. That
why don't you come out here? You can have the guest room, and then we'll set up your kids in Marlo's room, and Marlo will sleep in our room.
Well, I've got one kid that he was sleeping on the floor next to the bed that me and Nicole are sleeping in, and then he would wake up at like 6 o'clock in the morning and just start kicking my bed.
Yeah,
Like,
that's annoying.
And I'm just like, what is this, an earthquake? What is this? And my wife's like, he's a baby.
Rob, I'm for reals. Why don't you come out and visit? You can do your remote learning from here. We have pretty fast internet that's fairly reliable.
Yeah.
And we have the podcasting desk set up in the guest room. This is where you'd stay.
Yes.
And then Marlo's room is virtually empty because she just has a crib in there. We'll put a inflatable king mattress on the ground for both of your boys to share. And then, it's going to be more comfortable and you'll have more room for yourself.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not because you have this, or are you all living in the studio still?
Nah, we're all over the place, but it's just that I don't want to go too far into this, but my wife won't go to bed early, and then my kid is wakes up early, so I'm sort of squeezed on both ends.
That's exactly where we're at, dude. Like I went to bed I fell asleep probably at 12:30 p.m. last night, and then Marlo got up at 4, so I brought her into our room to sleep, and then Bergen woke me up at like 6. So, yeah.
Dude, if you get up at 6, you've got all the time in the world to make yourself a nice breakfast.
Oh,
you do, but I only ate dinner like 9 hours earlier, so why would I even be hungry?
Because throughout the night, your body used all of that delicious food to repair your body from
sweat?
pickleball.
Oh,
dude, you got to repair your pickleball damage.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why you ate dinner, and now in the morning you got to prepare for pickleball. 2 different meals, 2 different reasons to eat them.
How's your streaming going with the pickleball?
my streaming, it's going good, dude. I'm going to stream tonight, actually. I'm going to do some live streaming tonight.
Are people betting live on your pickleball matches?
No, they should though, probably, right?
Is that an option in like Instagram live? They're like, place your bets.
Yes.
Yeah.
Kind of a cool feature.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
It should be.
All right. So also, this is a story today where The headline is says one thing, and the article is about a whole different thing. But it's an interesting headline from today's Hollywood Reporter. The headline here is Amazon Room, quote unquote, becomes hot amenity among Hollywood home buyers amid pandemic. And really, the whole article is about some of the houses that are being sold by celebrities, but this is an important thing for the Hollywood elite, that they want an Amazon room at their house where packages can be delivered to.
This makes sense.
So
And
many packages. Put them in the Amazon room.
I could see this also, like you have an Amazon landing pad on your roof for the
drone.
Yeah, for the drone. And this kind of makes sense. I wouldn't mind a little Amazon box at the front because they get stolen so much. And if you're a celebrity, you don't want people to know that you just ordered, some of the things you've ordered, that getting out there. So it can help you avoid embarrassing, exposés about what you're buying on Amazon, and also help you not have all your packages get stolen. I like this.
Yeah.
Amazon Room is a little excessive, but hey, you're a Hollywood celeb. I would say more an Amazon protected box would be better.
Yeah. So it's almost like a loading dock.
Whoa. What are you ordering? The Amazon loading dock?
Yeah.
Is this Broga, by the way? Is this like one house went on sale and the guy
with an Amazon room?
Yeah, the person was touring it. He's like, "What's this room for?" Like, dude, the Amazon guy has his personal driveway, backs up the truck.
The quote-unquote Amazon room, according to Mauricio Umansky, CEO and founder of the agency, that's the latest amenity some high-end Hollywood homebuyers are seeking when shopping for a new estate. In a COVID-19 world, buyers are looking for a room to store the many packages that arrive. It's also a spot for them to decontaminate before entering.
I have actually realized that as I pick up a package on my door, I'm like, if the deliverer has COVID or germs on their hand and then I pick it up. So you should wait a little while probably, but dude,
it's 130 degrees in Arizona. The minute that thing comes outside of the truck, which the truck's probably 150 degrees, there's nothing living there on the surface of those boxes, Tyson.
It's true. But it's only 100 now as the highest. It's only going to be 91 today, I think. But my garage door, my automatic garage door.
Is that your Amazon room?
Yeah, Amazon has access to it, and they can crack the garage open, slide a package under, and close it again.
Yeah. So maybe that's the way to go. Maybe there should be some sort of like a drop box in your garage door where the guy or the Amazon delivery person.
No, a conveyor belt from the curb to your front doorstep that goes through.
What do you want to do, Danny?
Alcohol spray, and then the Intel microchip guys are all cleaning it, and then it ends up on your doorstep. Perfect.
The big story used to be Hollywood celebrities just like you. Look at them. They're going to the grocery store and getting their stuff. They're just like you. If you want to be a Hollywood celebrity who's still in touch, you want your packages delivered just like everybody else. You don't want to seem out of touch. You want those articles that now say, look at this, Hollywood celebrities are just like us. They're getting their packages delivered to their doorstep, opening the door, picking it up. They're just like us.
Yeah. Michael Jackson picking up his Wayfarer boxes, just like any other.
No.
See, that's what you want, because now if you have a conveyor belt into a disinfectant room that sprays rubbing alcohol in a fine mist, and then you have your servant with his velvet gloves pick the box up and bring it to you, I mean, that's pretty out of touch.
And then as he hands it to you, he flips his gloves inside out to take them off and throws them in the trash.
And throws them in an incinerator, not the trash.
Immediately into the incinerator.
Yeah, so it doesn't look good if you've got all of these things to protect you from your mini packages, which, by the way, is already kind of saying that you're different. If you're like, dude, I get so many packages. Amazon guy's got his own private driveway to this conveyor belt into this room where things, the UV light, rubbing alcohol, and then my servant, he picks them up and brings them to me. at my giant table made from the finest, most rarest
How about this,
wood.
Danny? Could we start repurposing chimneys to be some sort of drop-in facility where the
people
Amazon
don't
drones,
use
like a
chimneys
real life
anymore,
Santa? Yeah, where
would
That's
be
a
awesome.
good idea. My kids asked me where the chimney was for our house the other day. They're like, where's our chimney? Like,
Well,
we
some
live in the
houses have
future.
chimneys, but not fireplaces.
It's like, what are
And
we going
some
to do?
houses
Have a chimney,
fireplaces, but no chimney.
hire a chimney sweep? I mean,
No, you can do
like,
that yourself.
Well, I know, but it's like chimneys. But
were
that
they
makes
asking
me
like
sound
in
out
the
of touch.
context of how does Santa get in?
Yeah, that's exactly what it was connected to.
Mhm.
How will Santa get into our house? I'm like, he's very skilled at breaking and entering, not just chimneys.
It's like the
I
ultimate
hide a
cat
key,
burglar.
and then he climbs in your guys' personal windows.
We leave him a brick, and he smashes the back window.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
No,
that must get expensive for you because you every
Keeping it up
Christmas you have
every
to
year.
smash
Oh. And then
look
we
at
leave-
that.
we
He got
leave,
in.
like, yeah, we leave little red fabric on the
jagged and
the jagged
drips of
glass.
blood.
Yeah, this is Santa blood. Let's put it in the collection with all the other bits of Santa blood.
And every Christmas Eve, that vial of Santa blood
It's-
decoagulates as a Christmas miracle, and then recoagulates the day after Christmas. It's incredible.
Yeah, it's a great tradition.
It
I
is. It
encourage
sounds
everyone
awesome.
to do that. You just leave a brick, the Santa brick. You wrap it in like some red, fabric, and Santa smashes the window, climbs
Yep.
through, gets cut, leaves some fabric. You leave him Band-Aids instead of cookies.
Mhm.
And yeah, it's great. Kids love it.
Wow. Okay. And if they're into forensics, it's a whole great way to practice their craft.
Yeah, it is. You could do the same thing for the Amazon guy. Leave him a brick to smash a window to put your packages inside the house.
And
Not as
just-
effective though.
Mm-hmm.
You just have the window guy scheduled for every day at 11:45.
By the way, we don't need Amazon rooms. What we need is some kind of self-defense mechanism or system to be developed to protect the average person from all these package thieves, which, by the way, package theft season is coming up.
Oh,
So it's great that these rich people can protect all their packages, but what we really need is for someone to come out with, I don't know, lasers or shocking something or other to protect us from all of the porch thieves who
Yeah.
they're all rubbing their hands in anticipation of Christmas beginning so that they can open up. And by the way, I can see the excitement of stealing from porches because you don't know what you're getting. It's like exciting. It's like, dude, it could be
you
anything.
do see the upside.
I do see. I kind of
Thrill.
understand why they do it.
Yeah.
They do it for drug money, but for me, it would be like an anticipation of what is in this box. This is exciting. Every day's Christmas to a porch pirate. But
Mhm.
what we really need to be developing, other than these rooms, is like some kind of AI laser guided taser system to get these porch pirates, because they are obnoxious and they're the worst.
Mhm.
And they're all over the place. They're like just all over the place.
And
Wow.
nothing you do to thwart them, short of catching them, is going to be a lesson for them. Because I was like, I could fill up a box of dirty diapers,
yeah.
Mhm.
seal it shut. They would steal it, but they would probably know what house it came from, and then they'd sabotage my house.
Yeah,
Hmm.
they like smash your Ring doorbell, which
Yeah.
you like send in the pictures to the police. And they're like, dude, we're so overwhelmed,
With
because
these,
it's
yeah.
porch pirate season. The pirates are out strolling the
Mhm.
streets.
Yeah.
We just need something better than an Amazon room. We need defense. We need an offense, and a good offense is a good defense, and that's what we
do you
read
suggest,
right now.
Danny?
I've already told you, some kind of like laser guided taser system. I don't
Sounds
know.
like you want to take to the street to
Because
battle
everyone
these
can't-
swashbuckling porch pirates.
Yeah, everyone can't build an Amazon room. So I'm just trying to come up with a cheap, effective way to defend you from these slimy people who are stealing Christmas presents meant for children from parents who probably don't have a lot of money. These are the people we should be protecting with this new technology. Someone needs to get on it. Someone smarter than myself.
Mm,
What?
is there
Yes.
I mean, with lasers, could you somehow read their DNA, find out who they are, and then that's my idea.
I don't
Yeah.
know if that's good enough.
How
Because
about a Boston Dynamics guard dog at every
Oh
house?
my gosh. Yes.
Perfect.
Every house. See, I really believe that the guard dog is a great place to start with AI. It could be our own destruction because we've seen Black Mirror.
Yeah, it'll happen. Yeah, there you go. State your purpose.
Yeah, if you saw one of those on the doorstep, no thank you, dude. That they can keep their package. Boston Dynamics needs to do the right thing and put a Boston Dynamics dog on every doorstep before Christmas time.
They do have those Amazon lockers at gas stations now that you can set up.
That's so inconvenient.
But here's the other thing you could do. This is my prediction. Amazon, you could put an Amazon locker on your front doorstep.
Mm-hmm. Is that true?
No, but I just came up with that, and Amazon will probably be selling that pretty soon.
That is a good idea, but it would have to be heavy.
Pending. And now, when it does get made, we just need a lawyer in our as our listener to then help us get some of that sweet Amazon cash.
Gosh, that's a lot of lockers, and it would have to be heavy because then now you just got all the packages in one place. You've just made it so much easier for the person to pick up one thing instead of 4 and carry it to his car.
Danny, I still don't know why you were down on my idea of the little like package drop in the garage door.
Oh, that sounds awesome, dude. Like a dog door, but only Amazon has access to it. Yeah.
Because packages come in all sorts of sizes, and some of those sizes are as big as a human torso. And
wait, hold on. What are you ordering, Danny?
Are you ordering human torsos?
Not anymore. Not after that last shipment. But what I'm saying is people can crawl through that. They're going to get that's access to your garage. Now they've got all your Amazon packages.
No, but Amazon,
your gardening tools.
Amazon, like my garage door thingy that I have connected that I've never used, but supposedly you can program it for the Amazon driver to crack the door open a certain height.
Boxes are huge.
Yeah, but it like say that's true. Boxes are huge, but then you imagine if you
no, because now you're putting too much responsibility on the Amazon driver because now
he's going to be too
tempted.
tempted.
The door. No, he's got to make sure he shuts the door. He's liable now that he's opened a door to your house. Now he becomes, if anything happens, he becomes part of that whole drama over who's responsible for the fact that the door was left open and all your stuff's now gone. Because people follow behind Amazon drivers. That's well known that they just kind of wait and then they slowly pick up everything that the Amazon driver's putting down. The dogs. Right. The only thing I can think of is Boston Dynamic dogs given some kind of
this is what I already did. I already just bought the house across the street from me. And,
for your Amazon room?
For my Amazon room. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Smarter men than us are going to have to solve this problem.
You want to stay you can stay in the Amazon house, Rob, if you want with your family.
Oh, that's great. I would love that.
So nice.
I mean, it might be contaminated. I can't tell you, but I think as long as you are away from the packages, you'll be fine.
Okay. I am ready, Rob. I'm ready.
Danny, are you ready to take us to your bolt hole and give us your Big Brother update?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm excited for that.
Okay. All right.
I was scrolling. No, I'm going to do the Big Brother thing before.
Okay.
You guys
before the bolt hole. So this
before the bolt hole. Why don't you do it after the bolt hole and let people kind of linger and wait till the end of everything?
Okay. All right.
As the finale.
All right. All right. Here we go. Here's Danny's BB bolt hole.
Welcome to my bolt hole.
No.
I think you're gonna like it. I think you're gonna feel you belong. A nocturnal emission. A very sexy seduction.
Danny, if somebody did have a hole in their garage door for people to put the Amazon boxes in, could that be called their bolt hole? Let's just put it in the bolt hole.
Yeah, well, the garage would be considered the bolt hole.
Mm-hmm.
That kind of like private space that a person values and hides away in.
Get that.
Guys, there's a silent killer lurking in probably a lot of our houses that we're not even aware of.
Probably a bunch of them.
Yeah, probably a bunch. I'm not talking about radon. Mm-hmm. But someone finally did some research, the kind of research I'm interested in, and that's how dangerous glass tables are. It's kind of shocking. Did you see this, Rob?
I did see the headline that I saw it as you'll never guess what is the most dangerous item in your home. And I said, okay, well, I got to see what it is now.
Well, that's very dependent on your own house. Like you might have a ton of katanas hanging around, not even sheathed. So
Well, it's
that
also
could be-
dependent on what attracts your kids, you know?
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's totally true. My kids, they're not really attracted to dangerous things. I used to think that the most dangerous thing is the fact that I had these really sharp corners at exactly head level for like a 3 or 4 year old,
Brutal.
and I would be sweating all day long, just waiting for my kids to just ram their heads into one of those marble corners. It was just caused me so much
Yeah.
consternation. Meanwhile, the glass table, which I'm trying to think if I even have one.
Mhm.
I don't think I have one. I think that I'm free and clear, but I do have this table with a little bit of marble on it, and I've had like 2 kids get super hurt on that. But it wasn't glass, thank goodness, because if it was, and they had fallen into it, it could have been bad. 8% of the people, so 2.5 million people injure themselves on glass tables every year, right? And a lot of that is just lacerations from getting broken. 8% of those people die out of that 2.5 million from a glass table accident.
8%?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, hold on a second. Let me just crunch the numbers on here. So is that a year?
Yes, every year.
2.5 million glass tables are broken and 8% fatality on
Die
that?
within a month, according to the story of falling into that table.
So okay. 2.5 million and then 8% fatality rate. We're losing 200,000 people a year to glass coffee table? Danny.
Yeah,
You sure it wasn't COVID-19?
I didn't do this research. Okay, this was done
can't
by
be right.
No, this is right.
No way. In 1 year,
I
we lost
guess.
200,000 people died from glass coffee tables.
Rob, if you've got a problem with this, call Rutgers University, who did the study. All right, don't get mad at me. I didn't do this research. Okay, this is Rutgers University. That's what I'm saying. Silent killers lurking inside your house. It's that glass
this
table.
cannot be right. All right. I'm looking at the causes of death in the U.S. in 2019. Let's not even get into
I didn't say this study was just the U.S. I looked for that in this article to say what kind of geographically what area this covers, and I couldn't find anything to say. So there's a good chance this is globally. All right.
So in the U.S. Accidents, parentheses, unintentional industries is listed as third with 169,000.
Yeah. So this is probably global, which I don't know how you get those numbers, but still 200,000 people globally dying from glass tables. Can't believe we make those still.
Yeah, boy. Okay. Top 10 causes of death worldwide.
It's not going to be in the top 10.
It's not the top 10?
Because now you've just expanded globally. I mean, there's so many other things killing a lot of people. But I'm just saying this is something you should be watching out for. If you've got a glass table, maybe consider putting it next to the phone so you can call the hospital.
Yeah, I did just order one on Amazon. I hope that the Porch Pirate ends up checking it out.
I think either my home speakers or my home cameras will send me an alert for shattering glass sound.
Oh, that's nice. Maybe put your packages just beyond a glass table. It's kind of like a trap door. And then
they're like,
no, trip, bam, put their hands out to stop themselves. No arms.
Dude, I'm going to tell you one thing that really ruins my day is our entire house is tile, but we do have like carpets in some rooms, some rugs and stuff.
Okay.
But dropping a glass on the tile floor, and that glass literally travels around corners, through walls. You find it everywhere for months.
Imagine a glass table, Tyson.
Dude, I will immediately lift the kids up, put them up high somewhere. Then I will move all the furniture. Well, first of all, vacuum, mop, vacuum, mop, vacuum, mop after I pick up all the big shards.
You know, glass, when glass breaks, I feel like we treat it as if it's the most dangerous thing ever to be near us, right? Don't you feel like the panic button is hit the minute there's glass broken near you? It's like, whoa, everyone clear the area.
Yeah.
Bring out the cones.
Because you don't want a little kid stepping on that.
Well, I don't want
Yeah.
to step on it. It has nothing to do with the kids. Yeah, the kids are stupid. It's like, hey guys, don't walk through here. There's broken glass. Immediately.
So
they
what are you
walk through
saying,
there.
Danny? That we're
Yeah.
too we're being
You think
too,
that we
too
shouldn't be
alarmist of
concerned?
broken glass on the floor?
No, I'm just finding it's fascinating. Like if somebody drops a glass, how the whole attitude in the room changes.
Oh,
like even
dude,
the people
it's
not
all
near
day.
it are like, oh my gosh, dude, there's broken glass. Everyone goes up to like level 11 on alert. They're like, dude, broken glass.
Yeah.
I'm just saying
Yeah.
it's just kind of like weird. It's fascinating.
Just to
So
give some clarification, Leah
Yes.
in the chat says, so it says 8% of the people who had to go to the trauma center for injuries from glass tables die within a month. So maybe
Yes.
2.5 million tables are getting broken.
Thank you for the
And then
clarification.
of the
maybe 500,000, quarter million,
yeah,
100,000.
some people are going to the hospital, and of
Guys,
the, yeah.
one is too many. All right.
Yeah,
So-
I agree. And that's why we should only have plastic tables.
Tables
Plastic
made out of
tables.
trampoline. Like
I was going to
material.
say, Tyson, what about candy glass, where you still get the excitement of the broken glass, but
Then
without
you
the
can
injury?
cut your mouth on it.
Yeah.
I think you can still
That's
get
like
a
when they do
shard
like
of
in
candy.
movies where
Yeah.
Yeah, that could be
yeah.
sharp. That could be sharp. Candy can be sharp. I feel like taffy is one of those things. Like
taffy
hard taffy,
tables. Yeah.
hard taffy. Like when you break it, I feel like you get some sharp edges.
Yeah. That's true. Danny, do you know that I have a lifetime supply of Laffy Taffy at my house?
What did you win? What did you do?
I
Who did
didn't.
you
It
kill?
was on one of the other podcasts. That's my one of my co-hosts wrote to Laffy Taffy. They sent me like 50 pounds of Laffy Taffy in my garage.
What?
Oh, Laffy
For
Taffy's
jokes?
delicious.
Crack one open. Tell us a joke.
Okay, I don't even have to open it. Okay. Okay. What does a ghost call their partner?
Non-existent.
No.
Oh, it has to do with boo, right?
Yeah, boo. That's right, my boo.
Oh, that's it. Just boo.
That's it. Yeah.
Dang it.
Okay.
Give us one more.
All right. What did the net say when the ball swished in?
What did the net say when the ball swished in? Swish. What a weird word. Swished in.
Swish. A dog would like that word, don't you think?
Yeah.
That might be a good one
I
to
think
add to your
so.
dog lexicon.
Yeah.
Swish.
What did the net say when the ball swished in? You're never going to get this.
Okay, then I give up.
It says, that's my internet.
What? Who wrote that?
Commonly used
wrote that?
phrase.
Do they have? So they have computers writing articles. Does Laffy Taffy have computers writing their jokes?
Yeah.
Yes. They sure
Okay,
do,
that
dude. They
makes
have an
sense.
algorithm where they're like, because I didn't laugh, but
No.
you both laughed at it.
I laughed at how stupid it is.
There you
Yeah,
go.
Tyson.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. They know they just are going for the laugh. It doesn't matter how
Oh,
they get
okay.
there. They're getting
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
And yeah. Do you guys ever watch the show Corporate?
No.
No.
Oh, Corporate. There's an episode. It's pretty funny. It's on Comedy Central. There's an episode where they are doing some TV programming because everybody's getting in on the streaming game. Their
Mhm.
company is. And they have a show for kids called Pickles for Breakfast.
Mhm.
And it's just like all those little animated ones where it's like 5 little ducks went rolling by. And this one is just like pickles for breakfast, do 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 do. And the guy finds out that it's just an algorithm that's writing all these shows for people.
Makes
And
sense.
it's like, it's the way that I'm going to write this dog book is that you find out what's most pleasing. It doesn't necessarily even have to make sense. And yeah, so the shows are garbage, but people can't stop watching them.
Like Quibi.
Yeah, Quibi's up for sale. If you
Yeah.
guys
Should we
have
buy
some
it? Should we
money.
put in a bid?
How
Yeah,
much
how
is
much-
it for sale for?
Maybe Tyson's dog book could cover the
Yeah.
cost.
This is what I'm thinking is what Quibi's going to do. They're going to file for bankruptcy, and then they're going to buy themselves back for a huge discount.
By the
Mhm.
way, you dumped
Can
$2
you do
billion,
that?
$2 billion into a
Yeah.
company,
You can do that.
and it lasted 6 months before you're already looking for somebody to bail you out by selling.
Yeah.
selling.
Well,
That's
$2
got to
billion doesn't
be.
go as far as it used to, Danny.
I mean, that's just you give me $2 billion. I
Yeah.
will provide content
For
for
how
as
long?
long as I'm alive. and I will not look for any buyers to bail me out. I promise you, you will be getting content until the day I die. It's
Yeah, but you're
like,
just
and I
one
wouldn't even
show.
spend that much. Well, that's what I'm saying is they wasted all that money on all those shows that nobody wanted to watch. Why not just waste money on one show and go forever and not be embarrassed that you have to get a bailout or sell it 6 months, $2 billion. You lasted 6 months. That's just, that
Well,
looks
that's
bad.
not. No,
On your,
I mean,
your
it does
job
look bad, but
next
at the
job
same time,
application.
there is some okay shows on there I've heard,
But not enough.
but not enough.
You've heard.
Yeah.
You've been doing a PSA every week to cancel your free subscription. Why don't
And
you
I
do one
stand
right
by
now?
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, well, farewell, Quibi. We hardly knew ye.
All right. So, Danny, are you ready to give us your Big Brother update?
Okay, so this is how it happened. I came across a clip, and I'm assuming it was for Big Brother, where they were discussing time. Does that sound right?
Yes.
Oh.
We talked about it on the slop yesterday. Yes.
So I watched it because I was trying to think how I would define time, like, and how we calculate time.
Okay.
And so I was watching the conversation bounce around and realizing that basically my entire intelligence is a combination of all those people, because all the thoughts they had were similar to the ones that I had.
Yeah.
And
so
I was kind
Ian
of
Terry was asked, what is time? And he tried to explain it. And he said that it is the decay of radioactive materials.
Which is true, right? That we had, that's one way to measure time. But keep going, Rob.
And then Cody Calafiore said, "No, I don't understand it." And Danny Briones said, "Explain it to me like I'm a child." And Cody said, "Yeah, and I'm not a child, and I didn't even understand what you said." And then Christmas, there's a girl named Christmas.
Okay.
She said that time is like an ice cube melting.
Is Christmas, do you think, is she Jewish? Is Christmas Jewish?
I don't believe so. I believe she is a Christian.
Okay.
So I think he was trying to reference an atomic clock with the radioactive decay, right?
Yeah.
That's kind of what I remembered. But what I started to think of was, it made me think about it. I'm like, well, what? They started with a sundial. But honestly, I couldn't think of an easy way to describe to my own kids how we came to this, like the calendar and measuring time. It seems so random the way that it all worked out. So I was fascinated by that little discussion. I actually did look up how we came to measure time. And yeah, so there you go. Big Brother.
Wow.
I had some interaction with Big Brother.
Was it horrible?
No, it was it wasn't that bad.
Yeah. So according to Danny, Big Brother is a show where philosophical discussions are waged and people discuss interesting scientific topics.
Yeah. So for my one interaction, it made me reach deep inside myself and figure out, you know, how much do I know about the passage of time? I mean, Einstein and some of those other people, Neil Bohr or whatever his name, and they would say it doesn't exist. But for us mere mortals, we're trying to wrap our heads around it.
Danny's like, I gotta check this show out. This was so fascinating.
He was like, this show should be on like Discovery or something else. I don't know why it's on CBS.
Yeah. So there you go. I'll probably watch every episode from now on because it's really making me question the world around me.
But what if you never get that high again that you had from just watching that one single clip?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's why you make shows, right? You release that one moment that keeps bringing people back.
Coming back. Oh, I hope that happens again. Yeah.
First hit's free.
Yeah. I danced around in a loincloth 12 years ago on a CBS show, and they keep asking me back, probably in hopes that I will repeat that.
That's what they're hoping for. Hey,
but you don't want to be defined.
Bring back the loincloth this time, or no? What do you think?
And I'm like,
we'll see.
Actually, it's probably more the deep V-neck, but whatever it is, I'm gonna keep not giving it to them.
Making them want you even more.
More
smart.
Yep. By the way, last week I got a ton of great feedback from the listeners of the podcast who thought that the last couple of episodes of News AF have been really great. I also, Danny, just wanted to pass along that I heard a lot of praise for your David Klein inspired character.
That's one of the top moments of the year, probably.
I don't want that to become my loincloth moment though.
Mhm.
Yeah. So you're never gonna do it again?
You just keep it in my back pocket, take it out
Yeah,
at
save
parties
it.
and stuff. Yeah, save
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Maybe for like a special year ending episode, I can be Horse Lady. Danny can be David Klein. Rob, who are you gonna be? Boston Dynamics robot
Yeah,
dog.
He's one of my few characters on this show.
I like all of them.
I would
Mhm.
love it if I had a Boston Dynamics dog.
You think,
Mhm.
or would you be horrified and not really sleep?
Well, they're
'cause
not as full featured yet as I would prefer, as much as
They
I
don't
would
have an
prefer.
MP3 player on them.
Well, they don't have any like offensive weapons,
Yeah.
you know. So
Yeah.
they can't really protect my home. Once the intruder gets over the initial fear of the robot dog and realizes that it doesn't really pose any threat other than making loud noises, it's not going to be as effective.
Yeah. All right. Danny, where can people keep up with everything you have going on?
Oh, well, I don't do much except for on YouTube. The channel that's blowing up YouTube, Mediocre
Mhm.
Amateur. That's where I am.
Yes. Are you saying it facetiously?
No, I'm saying it. I said it.
Oh, you
with
are
a
blowing up
tone like
YouTube.
that.
Yeah.
It's very gradual. I looked at it. I'm like, I should be grateful because there's a lot of people out there with channels that don't get any views. So I
Mhm.
should be glad that I have as many
Those
people as I
channels are
do.
crazy. Like people are putting in that time.
Yeah,
for
and I
0
kind of feel
views.
bad for them. And so that's what I
But
do.
also,
then
you don't
I'm-
want to ruin their streak by accidentally watching one
Yeah.
of their videos.
So whenever I gripe about how slow and how long it's taken me to grow my
Yeah.
YouTube channel, I just think about those poor people who sit around their computers just wishing for one view, and it makes me feel a lot more grateful for the amount of subscribers I have. And
No,
so,
Danny, you're doing great. 43,000 subscribers
Yeah.
for
Whoa,
Mediocre
Danny, that's
Amateur.
really
yeah,
great.
and they watch. I mean, I get that probably that amount of views. So they're great subscribers. Everyone on it, everyone who follows it, they're awesome people. I meet them all the time. So I really enjoy doing
You
it.
meet them all the time.
Yeah,
You
in the
meet them
mountains
all the time,
I meet people
like at
all the
secret
time.
spots.
No, not at couches in the woods, but just
Oh.
like on trails. I meet fans all the time. And
You
they always
bump into them
are
and they say hi
awesome.
to you.
Yeah, it's great.
That is
I
pretty
love it.
cool. I wish I had that.
And they always tell me like, "Hey, man, your channel got me out here. Or your channel got me running, or made me pick up exploring." So it's
Wow.
always pretty cool. So yeah, I love it, and that's where I am. And it's slowly, very organic.
Good.
Very organic.
That's what you want.
That's what you want, but it takes so long. I've realized that I've been doing it for like 4 years, and that's a long time to just be plodding along. Luckily, it's not
Mhm.
like a small business where it took 4 years,
Hey,
but I'm also $2 million in debt.
yeah.
So
I have a
it's
YouTube
Takes a long
channel.
time to be an overnight success, Danny.
Yeah, it really does.
It's so true.
Did you come up with that saying?
No.
Oh, that'd be
But it's a
cool if you
good
did.
one, and
Yeah, it
it's
is a good
totally
one.
true.
Guys, I need a favor from the listeners if they
Yes.
could, but they don't have to. If you subscribe to my YouTube channel, I can get up to over 1,000 subscribers, so then I can live stream on there.
Okay, I'll do
Okay,
that.
Give us the
Tyson.
link.
Yeah. What is it?
Let me look. Doodaloo bop, doodaloo bop. This is my music that I say to stall.
Is it Tyson Apostle?
Yeah, what is it, Tyson?
Yeah,
What's-
it is Tyson Apostle.
Is that really what it is?
Yeah.
I just typed in Tyson Apostle. And
Oh, I only have 525 subscribers. I'm gonna need
I
like
see 783. Is this you?
maybe it's got a fake.
no. Is it me in a hat with long hair and a camo shirt?
I'm seeing you on a red carpet kicking.
No, that's Tyson's public access.
Oh, okay. It's just Tyson Apostle.
Oh,
Okay.
it does.
Oh, well, no, that's okay. It's just that's the name of the channel. Okay, this is very confusing. You should
Yeah.
call that one like boring algebra talk with.
Okay. I don't even have
uh,
access to that one anymore.
Oh, okay. Change that to like boring algebra talk with a survivor that people wouldn't want to hear from.
Your channel. Let's see.
Yeah, there is a channel with 785 and you on the red carpet. I think that's
Yeah,
you.
that's not the one that you want.
Dude, that has more subscribers than the real one.
I know, but I don't know how to
Mhm.
get to that one
All right,
anymore.
you figure this out and then you give us all the links. And
You subscribed. I saw a couple people subscribed there
I
already.
didn't subscribe. This is the one with 526.
Yes. That's the one.
Okay.
I had 527 and then it dropped.
People are
Sky, I gotta stop
unsubscribing.
talking about it. Yeah, I gotta stop talking about it.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah. Are you guys sad to hear that Sizzler
It's not
is
public access,
filing
guys.
for Chapter 11 bankruptcy?
Oh my gosh, I used to eat at Sizzler all the time. I was the youngest person there by like 40 years.
Yeah, at least
But I
you
like
want to
it.
my house. Yeah.
Guys,
It
I'm
was,
gonna tweet this out so then I can.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Good. We're good.
I need to
Okay.
go eat lunch.
All right.
You?
What do you do for lunch, Danny?
Well, I gotta ask my
Ham
wife.
sandwich?
No, I mean, when I was really doing my little diet thing, now I'd have my yogurt with some fruit.
What do you have to
granola.
ask Liz? Does she make lunch?
Yeah, I
Or
gotta
do you-
ask her
Or
what
do you guys
she's
have
doing.
the same thing?
Well, she might want to eat together. I gotta ask her if she's had lunch, what she's going to have. You know how this is. This is the
I
politics
don't know
of
how
marriage.
this is.
Oh.
I eat very few meals with my spouse.
See, that would be a problem if I don't eat enough meals. That could lead to an argument. So
I at least 2 a week.
yeah, I got to eat all but one.
Mm-hmm.
So
You get one meal on your own.
I do, and sometimes I get one meal. No, with a friend.
With a
week.
friend. Okay.
Yeah. And if I do two, I can't. She blow her top. at the
Yeah,
thought of
wow.
that. So yeah, I got to go consult with her.
Mhm.
Lunch consult.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Tyson. What's coming up? You got Twitch going on tomorrow night?
I got Twitch going on tomorrow night, Rob versus Tyson. I got some pickleball live streaming going on tonight. I might try
Man,
and throw
you're
it on
busy.
YouTube if I get up to over 1,000 subscribers. I
Hmm.
got I've got some other stuff. Oh, I've got meetings with some pickleball companies for some sponsorship stuff.
That's
Cool.
Yeah. But tomorrow we are doing Heroes versus Villains rewatch episode 5. That's the infamous episode, Rob, where some people say I do something pretty stupid. And it's the first time I've watched that episode since it happened 10 years ago.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's still fresh.
all right.
So
That's going to be a must tune in experience.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, and Susanna keeps asking about our t-shirts.
Oh, the t-shirts we're wearing right now.
The t-shirts we're wearing, we can all show them. They're
Very
Nature with
cozy.
Tyson shirts. And they are available. You can actually win them.
I have a Nature with Tyson hat, but
Nature with Tyson hat too.
I don't think it's. I'm not a hat guy.
You still look good. I think it looks great on you, Rob.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah, take it out in the sun. They're designed to block the sun out of your face, and I think you nailed it. That's the way they're supposed to be worn. You can wash the shirts. Yes, they're a blend. They're very soft, right, Rob? The hats are
Very.
Yeah, maybe I need
Well,
to do like
Shirts soft too.
off to the side.
Yeah, a little bit. You can get them at TysonApostle.com on my shop. You can. My Instagram has a link to my shop as well, and my Facebook page has a link to my shop as well. Or you can join us for Survivor Trivia tomorrow on Twitch with your chance to win one. So there's lots of ways.
Okay. Faith wants to know, can you wash them? Do I have to put the hat in the freezer?
You shouldn't wash hats because they can warp, but you can rinse them out and scrub sweat stains out of them. Don't bend it so much that you damage the bill, Rob.
Well, people in the chat are saying I have to bend it.
No, it's too bent now. You want a slight bend. There's a crease in there a little bit.
Look, each man decides his own bend.
You designed your own
okay.
bend. Like I'm mostly flat with a hair of bend. Some people are perfectly flat. Danny, what are you? Perfectly flat on that thing?
It can be. It all depends. This one's super flat, but on your hat, I did bend it a little bit.
Just a hair, though. Yeah,
Just the hair. Yeah.
that's what I like. I like the slight bend, not the straight flat,
Can't pull
and
it
not
off.
too bent.
Pull off a hat.
Rob, I told you before we aired, confidence is the #1 fashion accessory, and if you
That's
have
like
that,
buff, I think.
what
That's as close as I can get to a hat.
is Nature with Tyson?
No, buff.
A buff?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna wear a buff next time, a Nature with Tyson buff?
Is there one?
Nice.
No. Should I make one?
Sure.
Okay,
Seems
I
like
will.
that's a great idea.
It is a
considering.
great idea.
All right. Great
yeah.
job, everybody.
Thanks, guys.
All right. We'll see you again next Tuesday for more News AF. Take care, everybody. Have a good one. Bye.
We did it, guys.